안녕하십니까. 우리나라 사람들, 또 우리나라 사람들 별로 살진 않지만 그 동네에서 보궐선거라는 게 나타났습니다. 이 보궐선거가 뭐냐면 보통 때 하는 일렉션이 아니라 뭐 한 사람이 비었거나 자, 요번 케이스는 51대 49였었는데요. 공화당 민주당이 지금 한 명이 국회를 갔습니다. 그래서 마지막 49, 그러니까 한 명을 더 애드해야 되는 경우에서 그때 당시 지금 오신 타미 효령이라는 분이 원래는 스쿨 티처였었어요. 그렇지만 다른 팀들이 하는 그런 문제들을 많이 생각하고 학교에서 더 이상 나는 교육을 못 시키겠다 하고 나오고 지금 가버너 영킴이 뒤에서 인도해 주신 분입니다. 그래서 이제 영어로 할 건데요. 여러분들이 이거 듣고 나서는 많은 댓글과 또 많은 응원을 바라겠습니다. 자, 그럼 시작하겠습니다. 영어로 할까 한국말 할까 했는데 지금 이분은 32 디스트릭트 버지니아에서 버지니아 세네트로 나오신 분인데요. 이름이 투마이 허딩 이라는 분을 소개해 드리겠습니다. 이분한테 지금 퀘션과 또 앤서를 받겠는데요. 많은 성원 부탁드리겠습니다. Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you pronounce Tumai.
Yes,
Okay, Tumai Harding.
correct.
Yeah, it's very nice name.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Tumai or Tumai. Yeah, I was asking somebody else how to pronounce that. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. And as we know, it's a high U.S. Korean. It's a YouTube, plus they have an Instagram. It's got the Facebook. It's got he got all the account, which is they've been there for how many years? About 8 years. 8 years, somewhere around 8 years for history. You just went up there, come back. So that is a very long time. It's about 50 some years.
Wow.
Yeah. So we do that. So I'm here to being the victory for you. So I got a few questions that I'm going to be asking some questions that the people know what's going on and with you. All right. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So the people first question is please introduce yourself. People know who you are.
Okay, great. Well, my name is Tumai Harding, and I've lived in Loudoun County for over 16 years, and in my current home, I'd say about, I want to say it's been 14 or 13 years now. We have 3 daughters. I'm a mom to 3 daughters, and my husband Jason and I have raised our daughters in Loudoun County. And I was, as James mentioned, I was also a school teacher as well as a business person. I have my undergraduate degree in English Lit and my master's degree in education. I love serving people. That was actually why I decided to get my master's. I want to give back to my community because it was so important to me. And it's been an amazing life choice for me and my family. A little more background about me. I am a first-generation American, and my parents escaped communism from Uzbekistan for the American dream. And that's why this is also just so near and dear to my heart, because my parents gave up so much for us, their children, so that we could live the American dream, and I'm here to preserve it and save it. A little bit more about myself. Unfortunately, through the county, we did have to fight the Title IX case. That should have taken maybe 3 months, but it took us 17 months.
No.
It was a sexual assault case involving 4 girls, as well as sexual harassment. My daughter, unfortunately, was the one that said, "Hey, this is not okay." And her teacher was trying to groom her, and we fought back, and we fought for the other families too, because for their different reasons they couldn't fight the system. So we were those people for them, and that's when our eyes opened up to things and we said we're not going to let these types of things happen to other people, and we need to be the change. So I've seen the best of people and unfortunately the worst of government, and I'm here to make our county and our Commonwealth, help our Commonwealth achieve the American dream back again.
Wow! I just find out actually, I'm sorry to ask you back again, that your daughter was involving this incident.
Yeah.
That's kind of a turnaround. Going to help not your daughter, neighbors, and basically people around and protect all the children from sexual harassment. Wow, that was amazing. And this kind of people need to be in around this neighborhood. People now, the world, they hate each other. They're killing each other. They help to kill each other. And this is the world we're facing right now. But we find out the very Jewel person, her journey, I think, just started. Unfortunately, it's incident that not supposed to be happening in this area, and especially Fairfax or Virginia or Loudoun County. I think we got to stop that, and I'm strongly agree with her. And plus, another thing, she got a master. It's not for her; it's for the neighbors, it's for everybody. I mean, that's kind of credibility. I mean, I would love to introduce it in Korean community. So with this kind of thing, and so what's the reason for election being held? I mean, we're talking about no more elections gone. So can you explain to me
Yes,
what
of
happened
course.
to you?
So as everybody knows, the elections never stop in Virginia. So what happened was in the Senate there was somebody occupying the 32nd district seat. He won the congressional race, and so now that seat is empty, which opens up a special election. And I'm here to win that seat. The biggest news about the whole senatorial election is that by winning the seat, we can gain the majority with our lieutenant governor's tie-breaking vote. So all the amazing things that our governor has been trying to pass, all of the agendas, we can actually pass them now with my deciding vote and our, of course, lieutenant governor's deciding vote. So it's so important and crucial that everybody comes out to vote so that we can have safer communities, so we can have safer schools and raise our children in the ways that we want to raise them through our culture and our religious beliefs and principles. They're not the government's children, they're our children, and that's our right.
Very nice. So that's what the elections are held for. Your region is what, 32nd
Yes,
district?
the 32nd district.
Can you tell me where? I mean, I know
course.
we are over here, and I understand there's no H Mart, there's Korean people love it, but they don't have it there. So we just want to make sure how many people Koreans there, so we can, support you.
Yes, good question. So it's Sterling, Aldi, Dulles North, so that's the Chantilly area as well, Ashburn, Brambleton, Aldi, and South Riding. So that's Eastern Loudoun County. And you can go on my website and we have a link. All you have to do is punch in your address and it will show you whether or not you're in the 32nd Senate District to vote. That includes Brambleton too. So that's tumayforva.com, tumayforva.com. And if you do /KO at the end of that, our website is also in Korean.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I want to find out how many people live there, and plus minority, So we're gonna go for that because everybody have to be against this gender problem. There's the policy that you plan to complete with this green election. Can you share with that?
Sure.
I saw a lot of things.
Yeah,
here.
there's lots of things that I'd like to help our governor enact. One being sanctuary cities. Let's get rid of those sanctuary cities. Unfortunately, Fairfax County is a sanctuary city. And just recently in Herndon, there was a rapist that was an illegal immigrant that unfortunately was arrested before several times, over and over and over again, but he was released.
Oh.
We can't allow that. Everybody has consequences to their actions, and he's no different. He should have been sent back to ICE, but Fairfax County, being a sanctuary city, they didn't do that. We're very fortunate in that our Sheriff Chapman does not allow sanctuary cities, and he does send them back to ICE. But by getting me in the seat, this not only affects Loudoun County, this affects the entire Commonwealth. If we get rid of these sanctuary cities, that affects Fairfax County as well. So you can have safer communities, safer schools, and it's just so vital. So that's one.
Okay.
Second, no more boys in girls' locker rooms, sports, or spaces. Our girls deserve better. Title IX was made to protect the rights of our daughters so that they can have a chance at being in school sports, so that they have privacy. They're trying to take that away from us, and I say no. Not for my child and not your child. We deserve that safety and they deserve that respect. So that's another one.
Okay.
Let's see. Keeping parents informed in the classroom. My opponent voted against a bill in the House that would allow parents notification of drug overdoses within 24 hours. He said no. He said parents do not deserve the right to know what's going on in their children's schools.
What? That's crazy.
There are kids, not the governments.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll
Yeah.
say it again. There are children, and we deserve to know. We deserve to know what's going on in their schools so that we can go home and at night we can have a conversation with them and say, daughter, tell me about what happened at school. I heard this happen. Let's talk about these drug opioid problems in our schools. And let me tell you what the safest way is to approach that. And let's have an open relationship and conversation about these things. Our children deserve that. But my opponent says no. And lastly, but most importantly, we need to eliminate the car tax. Not only do we buy a car and have to pay thousands of dollars in tax, but then every 6 months, we're hit again and again and again. Times are tough. People are having trouble getting food on the dinner table, paying for housing and paying for gas. We need this money in the pockets of our voters, of our constituents and community members. We can do this. Our governor is trying to pass that agenda right now, where we can slowly eliminate the car tax for everyone, and I'm all for it.
That is amazing. It's like the Trump says no tip, no tax on the tip, kind of right away things, you know.
Yeah,
Okay. You don't
exactly.
Have to,
Let's bring money back into our
Yeah.
small business owners' pockets too, so that they can have the employees that they need to thrive in the businesses, which in turn thrives our community and also creates better economic growth.
There is one thing I know. I know my pocket is very, short and empty. But yeah, if you call tax every year they're hitting, I remember that. I've been here for about 46 years, and I know what the taxes are. But Maryland doesn't have one, do we? Do they?
Gosh,
no.
I think Maryland gets taxed plenty enough.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. They say they're not
They get
gonna
lots
have
of
the
taxes
project.
other ways.
Yeah.
They like their taxes.
Yeah. So they've been living without car tax for
Yes.
very nice.
Yeah.
So why not us? And their money, all the pay taxes go the right way. But sometimes when you look at the government, they pay a different way. But I don't want to mention that. So that's the thing, which is about four. Actually, I see that when you see this brochure here, what type of flower, I guess, and each there, you have little. They care about about 10 of them here, but the most important thing is mentioned about their children's safety. That is very important. It's happening out there, happening all over the state, and she want to try to stop that. Well, actually, not supposed to stop it. I mean, it's supposed not to do that. But she's the only person give up everything her life. She went to school, try to get these things done. Do you have to have a master for that? Oh, for teachers?
You don't have to have a master's degree.
I just wondering.
You can get a certification,
Okay.
but mine was in, not only is it curriculum development, but also for ESOL, English as a
ESOL.
for second
Used to be
language
ESL.
learners. Yes. And early childhood special education, birth to age 5, as well as early childhood education. So it was an all-encompassing master's of education degree.
Okay, quick questions. It's very important. Right now, I hear about the Fairfax County Education Department. They're starting teaching a gender issue on the. Is it from first grade to? Do they have they start from first grade?
They definitely start early. I'd even say now they're even working through preschool with the Step 2 program, where they don't necessarily talk about sexual things in nature, but it is definitely part of the agenda. And I've seen it because I work the classroom, and when I first saw it, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. So I've seen it firsthand that they're trying to implement these things as young as they can be to take control of our children, unfortunately, and control away from the families.
Well, don't you have to learn better than that? I mean, I think you have an age for it. Why you have to go to school after 5 years or 6 years? I think the children have a development. It's not developing yet, so you have to get an education at home and love each other. So mother's love, the parents' love. And then when you get a 5, 6, then you're about to get, what's going on. That's when they start going to school. So whatever they adopted, everything go in there and never goes away.
Yeah, not only that, James, but honestly, I think that
What do they know about it? Why do they have to know?
And it's not fair to the teachers either, because they're there to teach math, writing, reading, and arithmetic. They're not doctors, they're not counselors, and they're definitely not trained in those manners. There's no space for that. And honestly, why should they have to bear the burden of that? That's what families are for, that's what parents are for, and that's what doctors are for. So let's bring it back to the basics. Let's allow parents to decide what is best for their children. If they do need to have a conversation with the schools and the teachers, I know that our teachers are willing to have those conversations, but it needs to start in the home, and we need to have that freedom back to have those conversations at home.
Yeah, just one quick comment there is, I think on children's side, when they, right now in schools, they take 10 commandments for the God's word, and they put it back on gender issue. I mean, that's what I figured out. Is it devilish, you think? I mean, the kids should know different things have to be understood and observe it in the future. But now we know we are the Christians. And I think America is Christians, but we take all this God's word, which is 10 Commandments in school. They stopping teaching of Bibles. They put it on now a gender in there. So I mean, when I'm looking at those things, is very much frustrated and really make me mad. I mean, since I was a pastor, and I'm looking at it, and I really appreciate that you're front of them, but I know it's starting small, like the Bible said, now will be great and you're going to be shine. I mean, that's how I wish to do that. So, the last thing I want you to make sure, the one thing, eliminate the car taxes, sir, ma'am, I mean, everybody, you don't have to pay for no more. You don't have to be worried for sticker, inspections. So we might have a little better. And they keep the parents informed in the classroom. I didn't understand that they're not supposed to be 24-hour monitoring and report to the parents. But they're not. So that's kind of, I mean, I went to school a long time ago, but now it's kind of funny, but it is crazy. And they're put the woman spaces. Yeah, we have a lot of gender problems. Woman spaces. Yeah, we're going to have the people who go in a woman's bathroom and woman's spaces. So I know if you read nicely explained, protect the woman's space. Actually, it can be more stronger, but it's nice. No man in the woman's sport. If somebody read about 10 years ago, probably they're going to, what? What do you mean no man in the woman's sport? In the future, they might have somebody in there.
You know what, James, when I'm knocking on doors, that's what I hear all the time is, I can't believe that's even a topic. It's
Why?
Families are, it's almost like they're confused now, like, is this really happening? But yeah, it is happening, and we need to, what you can do is get out and vote. So important.
Yeah.
Leave your homes, put it on your phones, set an alarm. I need to go out and vote. Again, on my website, I have all the voting areas, the times, everything. It's so easy. Just take 5 minutes. Do it, if not for your community, do it for your children, the next generation. It's so important. We've been handed a gift right now with this special election, and this is our chance to shine. So please, go ahead, get out and vote. Get your neighbors to go out and vote. Send your friends texts. Send them this YouTube. Do your part, and I will do mine to represent. I have very similar values. I feel also just culturally, education is so important, and our children are so important
in the future.
Exactly, and they can't take that away from us. That's the reason why our families left our countries to come here, is for that American dream. And by not voting and getting out there and letting your voice, your vote be heard, we are endangering our children.
It's breaking out. The world is breaking out, like I told you earlier. People full of hate out there. They're full of crime out there. But we don't care. And this moment, and other side of the world, people dying for it.
And also, James, honestly, the flip side of that is we can be the light. We can shine the light.
Yes.
And we need to be that example. And we can't just hide. In order to be that light, we also have to put ourselves in sometimes uncomfortable places, but we can do it from love.
Amen. Well, yeah. So, basically, vote for the hurting, but it's vote for your own good too, for your family in the future, your grandson, granddaughters. In the future, it's not clear no more. It's blurry. In the past, we cannot change anything. But most important thing right now, right now is the most thing we can do something about it. Past we cannot retrieve it. Future is crowded. But now, today, tomorrow, whatever the time we can get there, it'll be what, 7th is the last day?
Yes, January 7th is election day, but
Okay.
you can go out and vote now at the Loudoun County Board of Elections on Miller Drive. Again, it's on my website, tumai4va.com /KO in Korean, and that's TUMAYFORVA.com /KO. Also, next Saturday, there's 2 other voting locations opened. That's Claude Moore and Dulles Recreation. Again, all this is on my website. And we have our governor's rally coming up, which is going to be super fun,
Ooh,
James. Don't forget. On Saturday, 1:30 at Freedom High School, our amazing governor is going to be there, along with some other special guests. And we're going to get everybody pumped up and excited about going out to vote. After the rally, everyone is going to go out to vote. And get me in that seat, please, so that I can stand by our values.
Of course, we're gonna do that. So there'll be Saturday. It's coming. I thought you were on a fundraising coming.
I have a fundraiser on the
Second.
2nd.
Oh, second.
On
Okay.
Thursday the 2nd as well.
All right. I want to make sure that we get all the detail. I know it's kind of we're not prepared all the interview, but I couldn't wait. It's short time, very short time, and I want people, Korean or any people, got to know. What's going on in America right now? I know we work for our something, effort in your own business, but once that thing breaks down and crushed it, then it doesn't need it anymore. Your family will be destroyed. People fighting again. So I want to make sure that we want to make sure tax cut, which is normal property taxes, undocumented people, which is illegal immigrant, have a crime. Them in the Fairfax County and her mind make sure they get out in 24 hours or contact with the ICE.
Exactly.
So don't get the wrong. A lot of people say, the government try to kick us out. No, we don't have a family. We know everything, understand, but we want to select people who make the crime, like a rapist, people robbery. But they have no responsibility because they don't live here.
And it's your tax money that pays for their imprisonment as well as their lawyers' fees. Why? They don't pay taxes.
Yeah, it's like you don't even know this guy coming in your house and start eating your food and breaking and go to the bathroom, taking a shower, whatever they want. And then they even go to take the bed too. Those kind of stories going on.
Yeah, but number one, it's not safe, and it shouldn't be happening. When we can lower crime, why not? And then I think that's what it boils down to. Every crime has a consequence, and that makes them no more special.
All right. So, any last word you want to talk to people?
Yeah, I just want to say again, I want to stress the importance of this election because it's not just for people in Loudoun County that it will affect. It will affect Fairfax County and all the counties in Virginia because this will change the Commonwealth. We'll be able to enact our governor's agenda to a more pro-business, pro-family majority, and together we can do that. So please go out and vote. If you don't live in the district, text your neighbors and friends that know people that live in the district and get them out the vote and hold them accountable. Don't stop until they send you a picture of them at the polls.
Yeah, I'm definitely I want to be up there. I want to be close to this conversation. Please go on and vote. Now, we have another news for you. If you need a ride, or if you're living in a senior facility, and you want to go to vote, and you don't know how to get there, please let us know. You got a website. I bet you somebody doesn't know how to how to get there. They don't even know how to run the website.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump in and help.
Okay.
So if you Korean people look at, as you know, I'm Pastor James, and we're going to put some of my numbers down there. I mean, everybody probably know who I am, but make sure you put down. You need a ride to go to vote. Let me know. I don't care where you are. I don't care even your moon. If any can vote for this issue and her, which are hurting, then I'll go after that, and we do that. Second is any senior house. If any senior house they have no right, I know they have like 12, 14 little van they walk around, but if you need the people down there, we can support for voting. I don't want to say who voting, but we can provide a ride, and we can be the same day. So we're gonna put some time there. Let me know. and let everybody know, let's save America, let's save Virginia, let's save our family, and make sure that the future is clear and we have some kind of hope and a wish to start working and do the whole things and make a success. And today we got an important lady, which is Tammy Herding is here, and I'm so happy to see somebody stand up and speaking out and what the issues are. So ladies and gentlemen in our Korean community, please vote on January 7th. Before that, please let me know and vote for her and her gender, which is what she want to get work to accomplish, which is everybody want the same agree. All right. So there'll be anything else we can talk about it.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we have to
Just,
cover everything. Vote and make sure
Yeah.
if you're right, I'm going to give you a right.
Thank
And have the
you.
numbers there.
Thank you so much.
And then as you see why we're doing this, because our children in the future, not breaking American dreams. You know, we work for so hard, you know, but you know, we don't getting that much. So we're gonna be, you know, make sure put the more fuel and make fire for our peaceful and Christians and belief and right thing. This is supposed to be not to come here. You know, this is just the way that it is. But somehow somebody has to speak up. So it's been a long time, but I'm supporting all this issue we have here, and you know, our Korean community. Please help to win from the devils. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you much.
Thank you.